3 years ago, college running back Sean Wara accumulated the third most rushing yards in Heritage High School history, racking up 37 career touchdowns. His talent allowed him to play at the collegiate Division I level, where he currently plays for the University of North Texas. And his younger brother, Fred Wara, hoped to follow in Sean's footsteps, carrying on the legacy as a Heritage running back.
So ever since I was young, I always looked up to my brother. I was always following in his footsteps, and even a bit I was stuck in his shadow at some point. When high school began, he was probably the best player we had on our football team, and I was only a freshman coming in new. So there was a lot of high expectations for me.
We would always go to the field every morning, 6 a.m., 7 a.m., it don't matter. We're up at the field getting some work in, you know what I'm saying? And Freddie just come along, it'd be me and a couple of the older guys. Freddie was the youngest guy there, but he's over there working still, so.
After Sean graduated, Fred still played as a running back here at Heritage. That was until this September, during his senior season, when he left the sport he played his whole life for a new love.
It did hit me hard when I decided that I was going to leave. In fact, that night after the game, it shed quite a few tears, right? It hit me hard, but I knew that it was the decision that I had to make to pursue what I loved, to pursue what I had to pursue, and that's acting.
Did you see how neat this room?
In September of 2023, Fred acted in his first play for the theater department, acting as Sam in the play Holes. Later that year, he acted as Matt Galloway in The Laramie Project.
And when I was up there doing the last speech, it really moved everybody in the audience, right? And that overall affected me because I didn't really know that I had that ability, that skill, that blessing from God to be able to move people in that type of way.
As a junior, in his first year a part of the theater department, Fred competed in UIL's prose and poetry competition and already saw more success as an actor than an athlete.
Go up there and do my Jesus Christ Super Toaster piece, my piece A. Everybody's interactive. They're laughing. I see the emotion up high in the room. It's like a light was lit in there or something like that. And the mood completely changed. It was amazing. And that was one of the biggest reasons that I love acting.
That day, he became a regional champion. Sean believes what has allowed Fred to achieve these accomplishments in theater came from what he learned in football, work ethic.
You can see that flip and that transition to acting, to theater. He would be up with me whenever I go to school, up at 5:30 a.m. I'm hearing him in his room practicing his lines. Before we even went to bed, he practicing his lines. He'd make a really rigid schedule for himself to allow him to really get to that elite level.
He has high hopes for what's to come in his acting journey.
What I want to do after high school, I have a couple schools I want to go to. USC, UCLA, UT Austin is definitely a big one that's in Texas. But those are my big three right now. And if I can get there, that could really get in a place to really rock the industry. Because I want to get out there and I want to start going as fast as possible. I want to make it count. I don't make a name for myself.
I'm Jackson Williamson with Coyote Nation TV.